Hello everybody, my name is Daniel Marquez and this is my video presentation for Communications 306 critical assignment. The potential case study that I'm talking about today takes place in the elementary schools. I was able to pull some real life experience for my job. I'm an instructional aide at an elementary school for special education and apply it to this case study, even though it is a potential case study. I use real world facts and procedures that I've taken part in many times before. When it comes to admitting a student into special ed or increasing the hours of a special educational student, there's so many things that take place between the small group of teachers, admin, um, professionals, instructional aides to evaluate this child, to test this child, to you know, analyze the best outcome um, and in the long run just see progression educationally. The first thing I'm going to speak to you guys about is structuralization theory. um, and that is in the book. Structuralization theory is in the book as a system such as a small group that establishes structures for such discussion and problem solving in the form of rules, roles, norms, and power distribution. That's on page 41 in the book. um, And so basically, it's just giving everybody in the small group the certain assignment. That way, we have all these small chunks to focus on, and everyone goes out and does it their best job, and then brings together, and then we have this whole, achievement instead of, being frantic and trying to find out who does what and who gets what part. So I have my assignment. Right, the teacher that I work with has her assignment. The professionals have their assignment. The admin has their assignment, and in the end, we bring it together, and we analyze it, and we make, you know, we reach our goals through it. Like I can't do my job if the other people aren't doing their job. So it is a group, it is a process. And through the norms and the rules and the regulations, we we know, what is expected and what's the best possible way to get this done. A huge part in this whole procedure is IEP meetings, and this stands for the individual educational plan for each student. And one of the things that I'm going to talk about in here is expertise, because the professionals we have, such as the speech language pathologists or school nurses or behavioralists, will come in. They need to um, show expertise, especially when we're speaking directly to a parent. And in the book on page 311, Rothwell says that for expertise to function as a power resource, a minimum of two conditions must be met. First, the group must be convinced that the person has the requisite skills, abilities, knowledge, and background to function as a real expert. Second, the person must demonstrate trustworthiness. That couldn't be more true, because when you're talking to the parents about their child and analyzing the best possible outcome for the child, you want to show them that you know the best of your ability. You want to show them that you're the best of the best and you have the child's best interest at heart. So working together with them, we need to understand each other's roles and understand each other's outcomes so we can find success in the best possible way. The other thing I'm going to talk to you about is media richness theory. And the media richness theory is actually in the book, and it talks about it on page 396. And Rothwell says that it posits that communication media vary along a continuum of richness, the information carrying capacity of each form of communication. So basically, when I'm talking about the IEPs, which is a meeting that we held that has teachers, admin, parents, professionals, um, aides, um, it's face to face, and that is what needs to be done. Because if it was over the phone, or if it was, just something that like through media, through I'm sorry, not through like email, that would be considered lean media, and it's not as successful as if we do rich media, which is face-to-face meetings, um, because this will help. You can see nonverbal um, communication. You can see, if you could feed off, you could ask questions. You can do all this face-to-face, and that is rich media because it's right there, right in front of you. It's now. It's real time. Um, the next two things I'm talking to you about is secondary tension, and that happens a lot because we work with many teachers. So let's just say potentially that there's one student who is falling behind in let's say math. Um, so he's falling behind in math. So we evaluate him. We see that okay, he's having trouble with his times tables, and he's just not getting it. But another teacher sees that same student in her class, and he's fine with it. So we come to the conclusion that the problem is actually the student that is sitting next to him, because when they're together, they don't focus. So the fact that the student isn't getting the material is not necessarily because of disability, but because of his behavior. And those are treated very differently. So that's why it's important to know, what the case is. So the book talks about tension and talks about how it's not always negative. It says on page 81, Rothwell said that tension can energize a group, challenge the members to think creatively, and bring the group together. And it does just that because upon seeing that, we can do further analyzations and we can look deeper into the problem, eliminate the distractions, eliminate the other student, maybe move classes, change the lesson up. So we're not going to just jump to one conclusion. It gives us the power to open our minds and really think deep of other possibilities this could be. This also brings in our next vocabulary on concept, the superordinate goal, because the main goal here is the student's progress, the student's success. So it isn't not that it doesn't matter. That's the main goal. That's what we're focused on. So we're going to put other things aside to focus on that. So yeah, the tension is there, but whether the student isn't getting the work, the material because of behavior problems or disability problems, the fact of the matter is he's not making progress, and that's our superordinate goal. So that's what keeps us driving. That's what keeps us going. So I never knew there was so much um, so many people involved in this group that admits a student into special education. So now that I'm involved with it, I see how amazing it is actually to see the whole process go on before my own eyes, because there's so many people involved, so many people who are dedicated to making this student um, reach success in ways that the student never thought possible. And it's a great program, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. I think God has blessed me to help me see this every day and be a huge part in these kids' lives, and just make their educational lives that much better. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. It's been a great quarter with you guys. I look forward to more. Thank you.